Hey guys, this is a New City Kids tutorial. We're going to do this video in two sections. So I want to give you sort of a meta map that will cover basically each major section of the song. And just so I'm going to tell you right out, it goes intro, 4 bars, there's verse and chorus 2, and then there's an instrumental breakdown, sections of 8, 2 sections of 8. A bridge, instrumental, and then a chorus wraps it up. So yes, it is a very long song. But straight in, I'm going to take you guys to the intro first, and I'm going to play you a very simple suggestion for chord voicings. So I'm going to play the first chord. It's a B minor 7 chord. How do you play that? B, F sharp, A, D. Okay? And if you notice, I'm using 2 notes in my left hand and 2 notes in my right hand. Cool? And then the next chord is an A chord over C sharp. So I'm going to have from the B, I'm moving to the C sharp, and then A and E. So I go 1, 2, 3. Cool? The next chord is a D chord, and that's D, F sharp, A, and D. And then an A chord, that's an A, E, A, C sharp, E, and then a G chord. And the G doesn't have a B in it, so we're just playing G's and D's. G, D, G, D, G. You can put in the B if you want, but they didn't have it here. Okay, so I'm going to play that whole thing for you one more time. 2, 3, switch. 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. Okay. And now going into the verse, we're going to start with that B minor chord. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about ballad rhythm and how to play ballads on piano. Really, really simple. The right hand plays quarter notes. So if we're in a count of 4, 4, 4, I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the idea is simple and steady, going on and on. Just keep those waves rolling. And then the left hand does whole notes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 to 1, okay? There's the occasional time when you slip in a chord on the 4th beat, but for the most part, whole notes. Okay? So going back to the chords now on the verse. So B minor, I'm playing a B, F sharp, B, and a D. 1, 2, 3. Then the A over C sharp, D, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, and an A chord is A, E, A, C sharp, and E. A, 2, 3. Then a G chord, G, D, G, B, D. So we do that, all those 4 chords another time around, and that makes up the rest of the 8-bar section. And now we get to the chorus. So the first chord of the chorus is the carryover of this G, the first 2 beats. And I, right, goes to D, which is D, F sharp, and A. Will call upon your, and then A chord, A, E, A, C sharp, E, and then G again, then D again, A. So it's repeating, right? G, D, A. Last time, then back to the intro. G, then A, B. Just what we did in the beginning of the very beginning of the song to F sharp. So here it changes, okay? So D over F sharp, and then an A chord, then the A over C sharp, then an A. This is an interesting chord. This is called an A6, a G6. So G, D, G, B, and the 6 is the E. Why do we call that a 6? Because if you do a G scale, G, A, B, C, D, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is E. So we put in the E. And then A. Cool? Okay, so let's look through and review verse 1 again, all the way through. So verse 1 is 8 bars, the chorus is 8 bars, and then what ends the first time is a 4-bar instrumental progression that we just went over. But I'm going to sing the whole thing so you can get it. B minor, you call me out, A over C sharp, D, waters, the great on A. My feet made, that's G, to B minor, B minor, A over C sharp, D, in oceans, A, da, da, G, and now we're in the chorus, starts on G, and I will D on your A, that's that A chord, you see the pattern, G, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans arise, my soul will rest in your embrace. Always repeating it, I am yours. Now you do the instrumental. You are B minor to switch, A to D, switch, F sharp. Now the A chord, A over C sharp, G, and then back to verse 2. Okay, so you may have noticed that while I was playing and singing at the same time, sometimes I played the melody that I sang. And I like to call that tracing. It's a useful little trick when you're accompanying other people, is to just highlight from time to time little aspects of the melody. Cool, and nice little little things like that add up. So, and I will call upon your name, right? And keep my eyes above the waves. Like here would be a good one. When oceans arise, my soul will rest. So, and oceans arise, oceans rise. Yeah, little things like that. If you can pick out melodies and trace a little bit, it does add a lot. Okay, so we've given you the first verse and chorus. Let's say that we've gone through the second verse, which is really just the same chords, and the second chorus, which is also the same chords. We're going to go into the next section, which is the instrumental 1. And you are mine. So what you might notice is, instead of the whole notes that we had from the beginning, we start to see more activity in the left hand. Boom, 1 and 2 and 3. And that's eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. What does that do for the song? It adds more movement, more development of the pulse in the meter, and it ends up feeling more bigger, stronger, more developed, more moving, more momentum, okay? And you are mine. Oh, that's my little trace there. Now, giving you the chords now, so it's A, I am yours, that's G, then A to B minor, A over C sharp, D, it's the same chords from the intro, right? And then A, then G6, that was in the first instrumental, B minor, over F sharp, A, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's nice is you build it up and then you give it back. This constant shifting of energy from the eighth note pulse, which gets really rocking, and then you give it back and you give it back to the whole note. These create these really amazing dynamic moments, okay? Musical moments. So that covers the first verse and chorus, the second verse and chorus, and the instrumental song section. Come back for part 2 of this video, where we're going to talk about the extended bridge, the instrumental out, the chorus, and the outro. Thanks for watching.